Good morning. We'll get started in a few moments here. Hope everyone is doing well. Thank you all for joining me for Slow Hatha Flow this morning. A practice we're going to move from pose to pose and take some time in between to settle for a few breaths and to connect and find a space to be. As always, this is your practice, so do what feels good in your body. If I guide you somewhere and you know a better place to be, I encourage you to find that space. Or if we move somewhere that doesn't feel quite right, taking a moment to pause and finding a place that feels a little bit more comfortable for you. Alrighty. Good morning, my name is Chris, and I offer these Slow Hatha Flow classes every Tuesday and Wednesday morning, or morning for me at 10:30 a.m. Eastern US time, or whatever right now is for you. Let's get started in a comfortable seat today. So any comfortable seat for you, any place where your hips can relax, your spine can lift tall, and your shoulders can release. It's beginning to find a place where you can breathe. And taking a moment to notice your breath. Noticing where in your body your breath is moving. Noticing any resistance or hesitation within your breath. And taking one deep clearing breath here. A full deep breath in. And out. Allowing a slow, steady breath to find you here. Allowing your awareness to shift to the ground beneath your hips. To the air as it touches your skin. Noticing any thoughts that might have joined you on your mat this morning. Just taking a moment to acknowledge that they are there without engaging, and allowing them to finish what they need to before moving off. Taking one more deep clearing breath here. Full deep breath in. And a full deep breath out. Letting your hands come to your knees. taking some circles of your upper body around your hips. It could be small circles or big circles. Imagining your spine and your pelvis are a mortar and pestle. It's finding a little bit of rotation. Taking one more breath in this direction. When you're ready, finding those rotations in the other direction. Maybe letting those circles become a little bit bigger. And the next time you come towards the front of your mat, pausing there, releasing your hands onto the ground. I'm going to move into a forward fold from here, allowing your hands to start to walk out long in front of you. I'm going to stay active in this fold just for a little bit. So initially coming high into your fingertips and walking your hands over towards the right side of your mat. Finding length through both side bodies. Letting your left hip drop back down towards the ground. One more breath here. A deep breath in and out. And slowly walking your hands back through center, finding length. And walking your hands over towards the left side of your mat. And finding length through the left and right side bodies. Reaching long, letting your right hip draw down towards the ground. And just one more breath here, a deep breath in and out. And slowly coming back through center, finding length, reaching long, then releasing down here in the middle, allowing your arms and shoulders to relax, your head and neck to let go. Taking a few full deep breaths. Deep breaths in and out. And taking one more breath here, full breath in and out. As you inhale, rising back up, walking your hands towards your hips. And we're going to find some movement into your head and neck. But if you'd like to switch up the cross of your legs or shift your hips in any way, now's a nice time to do that. Finding a nice tall spine and letting your right hand walk out beside you. Nice and long. Allowing your chest to lift tall and then drawing your left ear towards your left shoulder. And stay right here, maybe taking your left hand, drawing it overhead. Thinking about lengthening your head away from the shoulder. And staying right here, letting your chin draw towards your left shoulder, a little rotation in your head and neck. Still allowing your chest to lift tall. One more breath in and out. Gently releasing your left hand and then letting your chin draw towards your chest and taking a few half neck rolls here. Right ear toward your right shoulder and moving with a pace that feels right for you. Maybe staying with these half neck rolls or full neck rolls, whatever feels good for you. And we're going to work over onto the other side, coming back into a neutral spine, head lifting tall, letting your left hand come out beside you, reaching long through your fingertips. And when you're ready, letting your right ear draw towards your right shoulder. And staying here, letting the right hand draw overhead. Thinking about letting your head move away from the left shoulder. Chest lifting tall. Staying here, letting your chin begin to rotate toward your right shoulder. Finding that perfect space that's right for you. One more breath in and out. Gently to release your right hand down, letting your chin draw back towards your chest. Maybe the left ear towards the left shoulder, and taking any movement that might feel good. Maybe staying with those half neck rolls, drawing from right to left. Maybe those full neck rolls all the way around. But be mindful to go in both directions, getting a full range of motion through all of those cervical vertebrae. And eventually coming back to a neutral spine. We're going to work into a little heart opener here, letting your hands come behind your back about a foot or so, allowing your chest to lift up and open, shoulder blades drawing towards each other, and down your back. And taking your head and neck wherever feels right for you here, maybe gazing forward, maybe gazing up, maybe lifting your chin up towards the ceiling. But wherever you end up, allowing that to be a space where you can take full breaths. Those deep breaths in and out. One more breath here. Deep breath in and out. Gently to release your shoulders. We're going to make your way into your tabletop, onto your hands and your knees. You can rock over your shins or swing your feet around to the side, however feels best for you. Taking any movement or motion that might feel good here. Maybe some hip circles, cat-cows. Taking some time to explore how your hips, shoulders, and spine feel this morning. We're going to move into your puppy pose, allowing your hips to be right above your knees and letting your arms start to walk out long in front of you. You can stay up onto your palms, maybe your forearms, maybe your forehead, chin, or chest. Allowing your chest and your heart space to draw down towards your mat. Just one more breath here. A full deep breath in and out. And slowly rising up just enough to make your way all the way onto your bellies. Coming all the way down. You're going to move into your Sphinx pose. Letting your elbows come right underneath your shoulders, your forearms parallel towards each other, palms releasing down on your mat if that feels okay. Taking another big shoulder roll, chest lifting up, opening towards the front of your room, allowing the crown of your head to lift tall. Just one more breath here. A deep breath in and out. When your palms come to stack, your elbows to draw wide, your forehead or your chin to release down, and finding a little rock of your hips side to side. If it would feel good, you can bend your knees and windshield wiper your feet side to side. When you're ready, we're going to come right back up into your Sphinx just for a moment. We're going to move into another space from here. It's finding that space where your chest can lift tall. And we're going to let your left forearm come across your body just a little bit. I always like about a 45-degree diagonal. Then we're going to bend into your right knee and reaching your right hand back for your right foot. You can use a strap. If you can't quite reach your foot, you can just take a hold of the inside of your right thigh, letting your chest lift tall. If you have a hold of your foot, letting the heel draw in just initially. And then when you're ready, letting that foot start to kick out long, maybe lifting your chest. Just one more breath here, a deep breath in and out. If you have a hold of your foot, gently releasing the foot, coming back into your Sphinx, taking a full breath to let your chest lift before releasing down, palms to stack, elbows moving wide, and finding that little rock of your hips side to side, anything that feels good here. Then we're going to come back up into your Sphinx before moving over onto the other side. Elbows coming underneath your shoulders. And letting that right hand come across your body just a little bit, about that 45-degree angle. Letting the left knee start to bend. And drawing your right hand back. Drawing your left hand back. Either to your inner left thigh, maybe your foot. If you have a hold of your foot, letting it hug in initially just for a breath or two. And if you have that foot, letting it begin to kick out. Taking a hold of it with your hand, and maybe it lifts your chest open just that little bit. Just one more breath here, a deep breath in and out. If you have your foot gently to release, coming back through center into your Sphinx, a full deep breath in to lift. And as you exhale, releasing all the way down. Maybe that wiggle of your hips or the windshield wiper of your feet. And slowly bring your hands underneath your shoulders, pressing up into your table. And then moving all the way back into your downward facing dog, curling your toes. And pressing your hips up and back. You can find a pedal of your feet, maybe bending one knee, and then the other. And eventually finding some stillness here, a stillness in your body, a slow, steady breath. Taking one more full breath in and out. As you inhale, rising high into your toes and walking your feet towards your hands. Maybe your hands back towards your feet. Finding a gentle forward fold, that soft bend to your knees. Allowing your head and neck to release. Shake your head, yes and no. You shake your head, maybe. And taking a slightly deeper bend into your knees and slowly rolling up to stand. Taking a big shoulder roll at the top. Maybe a few more revolutions, finding that full range of motion in your shoulder joints. And eventually finding your mountain pose, your Tadasana. Your toe mounds can be together, maybe your feet hip width apart. Standing as tall as you can, arms releasing by your sides. And pausing here once more to notice your breath. Full deep breaths in. And out. Noticing the ground beneath your feet. The air as it touches your skin. Noticing this breath. Full deep breath in. And out. Your next inhale, sweeping your arms overhead to reach tall. As you exhale, forward fold, coming all the way down. Inhaling to your half lift, finding length through your spine. Exhale, forward fold. As you inhale, sweeping your arms overhead, reaching tall, rising tall. Exhale, hands to your heart center. And pausing here for a breath, a deep breath in. And out. And one more just like that. Inhale, sweeping your arms overhead. You exhale, forward fold. Inhaling to your half lift, finding length. Exhale to fold. You inhale, sweeping your arms overhead, reaching tall. Exhale, hands to your heart center. Pausing here for another breath, a deep breath in. And out. So you inhale, sweeping your arms overhead. Pausing here, gonna find some side bends from here. Taking your left wrist with your right hand. As you inhale to find length. Exhale, side bending towards the right. You can stay here, maybe taking that left leg behind your right, reaching even further through the fingertips and your side body. Allowing your chest to roll open just that little bit. One more breath here, deep breath in and out. As you inhale, coming back through center to reach tall. Gonna move on to the other side, the side bend towards the left. Taking your right wrist with your left hand. Inhale to reach tall. Exhale, side bending towards the left. And chest rolling open. Maybe that right leg coming behind your left, reaching even further through your fingertips. Just one more full breath here, deep breath in and out. As you inhale, coming back through center to reach tall. As you exhale, forward fold, coming all the way down. Inhaling into your half lift. Exhale to fold. We're going to pause here in an active forward fold. Your hands can be on your shins, blocks, the ground, or any bind that's in your practice. But wherever you end up, think about drawing the crown of your head towards the ground, your hips up towards the ceiling. Just one more full breath here. A deep breath in and out. As you inhale, rising into your half lift. Exhale, stepping back into your plank, the top of your push-up. A full breath in here. Exhaling your chaturanga or your knees, chest, chin. Inhale your upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale to your downward facing dog. One full breath in and out. Releasing your knees down towards your mat and finding your child's pose. Your toe mounts a touch. Knees can be together or a little wider. Hips drawing back towards your heels. Head, neck, chest releasing down. And finding a space where you can breathe and where you can let go. Whatever that looks like, however that feels for you. Taking one deep clearing breath there. A full deep breath in. And out. Slowly rising into your table and coming up to stand on your knees. You're going to be on your knees for just a little bit. So if you need any padding, you can bring some support under your knees, maybe even rolling your mat in half, doubling it up. You're going to find your camel. Letting your hands come behind your lower back. You can have little fists. Your hands can be down or up, however feels best for you. When you're ready, taking that big shoulder roll, letting your chest lift tall once more. Letting your hips begin to press forward. Almost to the point where you feel your toes start to get light. Staying right here, maybe finding that slight tilt back. But wherever you end up, letting your chest, your heart space lift up towards the ceiling. One more breath in and out. As you inhale, rising back up and coming into a neutral space, maybe sitting onto your heels or your tabletop. Just taking a breath for your spine, your body to realign, to readjust. Then we're going to make your way into a seat. And moving right into your Janu Shirshasana, your head to knee pose. There's no rush to get there. When you're ready, letting your left leg extend out long in front of you. The sole of your right foot coming into your left inner thigh. If you have any tightness in your knee or your right hip, that foot can be a little bit further towards your left foot. However feels good for you. Taking a breath in to find length and squaring your upper body towards your left leg. You're ready, slowly folding forward. And your right knee pressed down towards your mat. Your entire left leg pulling towards the back of your mat. One more breath here. A deep breath in and out. As you inhale, rising back up. We're going to hug your right knee in towards your chest, letting the sole of your foot come down onto your mat. And let your foot be about hip width apart, so maybe a palm's width or a little bit wider. Knee hugging into your chest. We're going to move into your twist. Your right hand come behind your back. You can either hug that right knee into your chest or bring the elbow onto the outside edge of it. But wherever you end up, wherever you're moving in your twist, letting your left leg stay active and strong. Taking a breath in to find length and a breath out to find your twist. Letting your shoulders relax just a little bit. and out. Slowly coming back through center. Letting that right leg extend out long in front of you. You're going to find your Janu Shirshasana on the other side, your head to knee pose. Just letting your left foot come into your inner right thigh or wherever feels right for your knee and your hip. Finding length through your spine, squaring over your right leg. And as you exhale, slowly folding. And the left knee pressing down, your entire right leg hugging back towards your hip, towards the back of your mat. One more breath here, a deep breath in and out. As you inhale, slowly rising up, letting your left knee hug in towards your chest. Prepare for your twist on this side. Again, letting your foot be about hip width apart from your right leg, maybe a palm's width. Left hand coming behind your back, either hugging the knee into your chest or the elbow coming across. Taking a deep breath in to find length, and a breath out to find your twist. Your right leg active and strong, shoulders releasing as much as they can. One more breath here, a deep breath in and out. Slowly coming back through center, letting that left leg extend out, shaking it out if you need it to. You're going to find your wide-angled forward fold, your Upavista Konasana. Legs into a wide V shape. Your legs can be straight or have a slight bend to your knees, however it feels best for you. But wherever you are, allowing your hips to start to tilt and lean forward. So if your legs are straight and you're leaning back, let your knees find a little bend just so you can get that tilt of your hips. Taking a deep breath in to find your length, and a breath out to find your fold right into the middle. If your knees are bent and you're feeling okay in the fold, maybe let them scooch out a little bit. And staying with your slow, steady breath. breaths in and out. One more breath here. Full breath in and out. As you inhale, rising back up. We're going to make your way onto your backs. Slowly rolling down. Letting your knees draw in towards your chest. Giving yourself a nice big hug. Maybe some circles with your knees or a little rock side to side. Anything to release your lower back, your hips, your shoulders. Staying right here or finding your happy baby. Letting your knees draw towards your armpits, your feet coming up towards the ceiling. You can take a hold of behind your thighs, your ankles, maybe your feet. Wherever you end up, allowing your shoulders to relax down onto your mat. Taking one more breath in and out. Releasing your knees back towards your chest. And releasing your feet down towards the ground. And preparing you for your shavasana, your final relaxation. Taking any movements or motions that might feel good for you, maybe a light rock or twist side to side. And then eventually finding a space that is most comfortable for you. Whatever that looks like, however much space that takes up. Finding a place where you can completely relax and let go. And once you find that space, taking a few deep clearing breaths. Full deep breaths in. And full deep breaths out. Allowing your body to completely relax. And releasing control. Allowing your thoughts to begin to wander. And taking one more deep clearing breath. A full deep breath in. And a big sigh out. allowing everything to go. begin to deepen your inhalations and your exhalations, allowing with each breath life, energy, and movement to make its way into your fingers and toes, to your arms and legs, back and through your head and neck. And taking one deep clearing breath here. A full deep breath in. And a big sigh out. And eventually making your way up into a comfortable seat. No rush to get there. And thank you all so much for sharing your time, space, and energy with me and with each other. The light in me sees and honors the light in each of you. Namaste. Thank you. Thank you all so much for joining. Hope you have a lovely, lovely rest of your day. Thank you, Mike. Appreciate you having you here with me. Thanks. Thank you for the donation, Hannah. I offer these Slow Hatha Flow classes every Tuesday and Wednesday at 10:30 my time, or an hour earlier from right now, whatever it is your time. I also do a sound bowl healing at 9 a.m. my time, so it's 2.5 hours earlier on Tuesdays and Wednesdays as well. If you want to be notified when those are happening, there should be a little picture of my head somewhere in the corner. You can click on that and click follow, and Insight Timer will let you know when those offerings or any other offerings are going live. So thank you all so much. That's all I got for today. Thank you. Have a lovely rest of your day, and hopefully the peace and love that I've been able to share with you can get rippled through you and shared with everyone else who you interact with for the rest of the day. Thank you. Have a beautiful, lovely rest of your day.